It didn't work the first time. Sorry about that. I have the thing so that it's on the timer and then it goes to my webcam, or it goes to the picture while it sorts out my webcam, and it didn't work the first time. So yeah, now it works though. Now it works. Right, I'm sorry. You probably can tell from my face that I am fighting being awake right now. Like I'm fighting from being asleep. See. Also, this eye is being shit right now as well. It just won't stop leaking because it wants to be shut like a lot. But yeah, I am tired. I'm tired. But yeah, I haven't been around for like a week. There's a reason for this. There's like a proper reason for this. Yeah, my sleep, I don't know what it is. It's just upside down. It's because I was kind of like sick for a day. Like unlike Damon, my partner, when we got back from Bear Bash, he was really sick for a couple of days. I was sick for like an evening. I kind of like slept it off. But the problem with that is that that bit of sleep kind of like replaced the bit of sleep that I was supposed to have that night or that morning, whatever you want to call it. This has kind of like set my sleep schedule to be almost human. You know, well, almost human. Basically, I was going to bed at like 10 p.m. and waking up at like 4 p.m. if not way earlier than that. I basically got on the computer at 4 p.m. at 4 a.m. But basically, there's like a couple of hours. So I've got like 4 hours of sleep, but there's a couple of hours where I'm basically like eating food, getting ready, waking up, all that stuff. So yeah, it refused to budge from this position. Normally, my sleep cycle moves. My block of sleep, it moves. It gets pushed usually, but I just wasn't able. That's more of a nap than a sleep, dude. Hi, Panafox, by the way. Dude, you know me. I don't sleep very well. I don't sleep. Well, I sleep very well when I sleep. Talking about sleep. Yeah. When I actually do sleep, I do sleep very well, but I only sleep for like 4 to 6 hours. 4 to 6 hours, unless I'm particularly run down or like achy or something. Then it sometimes can be 8 hours, but it's not really a thing. I'm usually kind of fit, healthy, and bouncy. So yeah. So it doesn't really like affect me that much. Apart from, like I said, if I'm sick, my body will opt to basically knock me out so that I can get better whilst I'm asleep, as opposed to staying awake and feeling like crap, like right now. So yeah, the both eyes stinging, awesome. Oh fuck, that completely knocked out the trail of thought that I had. I'm really fighting this. I just want to get. I'm doing the tallying up, and then yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's why I haven't been awake. That's why I haven't been doing live streams. Because this block of sleep it seems to be unmovable. It usually shifts. It usually like kind of like drifts, and then drifts back, and then drifts. You know, it kind of goes like in a weird cycle. It's freaky. It's freaky. I know. I'm a screwed up human. I get it. A lot of the times it seems to move. It seems to get pushed continuously until it's upside down, and then it keeps going. So that's usually a good thing sometimes. Um, but no, this block seems to kind of like just stay exactly where it is. So I'm forcing it to not do that. So in the UK, it is like I'm 2 hours from being like already unconscious normally, because I'd be 2 hours into this random block of sleep. But at the moment, I'm awake. So yeah. Anyway, that's why I haven't streamed, because I can't really get there. Whew. I'm also randomly dealing with indigestion, because one of the ways that I'm forcing myself to stay up is that I ate a little bit. I ate a whole extra meal, basically, before I would have gone to bed, to kind of force myself to. It's like, you can't go to bed yet, you know, because if you go to bed, then you're gonna have acid reflux, and that kind of has backfired, because I basically had another dinner, which is like a good thing, because it means my tummy's happy. Do you have to rain now? Really? My tummy's happy, but the rest of me is kind of like screaming to just lay the fuck down. You know, when I've been sick and I needed to have a nap, do you know what I've done in the past? I slept here. I slept sitting up, and then I kind of to stop my head from falling forward. And that kind of works, you know, when I turn the light off. But the only problem with sleeping in here is that creepy crawlies. The spiders, when I'm not here, because I've walked in on them doing this, when I'm not here, the spiders will, like, they crawl all along the floor, they crawl on my chair, they crawl everywhere. So that's the only problem with that. It's becoming bug season. They're all starting to wake up, and I don't want bugs crawling on me while I'm asleep, which admittedly does happen to everybody on the planet. But you know, it's less likely to happen in the house. So yeah. Sorry, spiders, you're not bugs. I get it. You know, you're not insects. They don't care. Anyway, enough of freaking people out with bug facts. Yeah. So what have I been doing otherwise? Well, I've basically I've been working on this potential deal. I'm kind of looking forward to that. I was going to be away this week, like one day for this week, but I'm not entirely sure that's going to happen now. It doesn't sound like it's going to happen. It's kind of a bummer, but yeah. Next week I've got the house to myself, and that's one of the things that we need to sort out tonight. I'm going to do the tallying up for all the votes, and because I know you like to think that you're psychic and stuff with the votes and everything, but I know that it's a most likely going to be one of the, it's either going to be funnel or bloating or glutton, and I have acquired lots of Mars milk, so yeah, I will be very happy if it's any one of those, because I can do any one of those with the Mars milk. So I'm good. So I'm happy with that. Already got the video basically planned out. Just need to do it. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I don't think there's any other like news. I've just basically been, you know, working and kind of trying to get my sleep Right. Yesterday, I tried to have a nap in the middle of the day to kind of like just push my sleep a little bit, and it failed. I got like 20 minutes of sleep. My body was in the position. It was basically like it was tired. It was asleep. Gear itself up for sleep, and then I got woken up because it's the middle of the day, and things will wake you up. But I felt absolutely tired because my body was still in sleep mode. It was like it's still trying to be in sleep mode, even though I was awake. So I felt absolutely shit for the next kind of like 6 hours or so. And I really did try, guys. I did try yesterday to be up and everything, but it didn't really work. You know? But I'm kind of in the. I did that today. I had a nap in the middle of the day, and it was kind of successful. I got an hour or two, like an hour and a half of useful sleep, and I did actually feel energized after that. I felt like I was like, yes, this is it. This is what I needed. I can totally power through the rest of it. And I just pretended basically like that's when I woke up. Like when I started my day. So I started my day over at like, I don't know, like 2 p.m. or something. Um, had breakfast and then dinner again, even though I'd already had breakfast and lunch. so, so yeah. Uh, so happy tummy day, a very happy tummy day, but kind of not really anything else day. I don't know. It kind of worked up until around about 10 p.m. when I normally am unconscious, and then immediately, and that happened to be when I just finished my my sub. I had a sub, by the way. That's why I ate. I had a meatball sub because I had like a meatball pasta and used the rest of the meatballs to make a meatball sub. That's why you get it. You know what I mean. I also ate like a whole pint or a whole liter of coconut and Greek style yogurt, which is super yummy. So that's good. That's probably what's making the random acid and indigestion-y kind of feeling. It's kind of like if you eat something with too much mayonnaise. That's kind of how I feel. It just feels like it's not moving. It's just here and staying there. I don't know. I had a dream during one of my actual sleeps. I did actually have a dream where I was um like not fat, and it was very very strange when I woke up. It's kind of like I had like muscle memory from when I wasn't fat. And I kind of I put my hand there and it kept going, and there was like it was flat. It's never been totally flat, but it was flatter, and it was kind of like everything was slightly easier to move, and it was kind of weird. It was so weird. And then I woke up, and I was kind of like, I just ever since I woke up from that dream, I kind of just feel slightly. I just feel puffy. You know, it's weird. It's a weird feeling. Especially when I look in the mirror, it's kind of like it's so strange. My face is just so puffy. It's weird. But yeah. It's because the beard isn't like completely come back yet. Again, the camera's strange. It might be the shadow. Like I can see on the preview and I can see on the playback that like you can still see my chin, but in real life, you know, just look, well, for me anyway, because I look through a mirror, it's back. You know, I have a beard now. It's so weird. The camera's weird. Cameras are weird. I've got to test this now on this camera. Then we'll get on with the tallying. I know I said I'd do that. Nope, on this camera too. It's, yep. Where's the deal? Maybe I should take the picture through the mirror. I don't know. Maybe I'm just super tired. I don't know. I should ask Damon. That's so weird. My eye was stinging, and then I picked up the tissue to wipe my eye, and it stopped. The mirror could work. Yeah. Right. Right. Didn't Roscoe? I know I should have done this. I'm terrible. But didn't Roscoe want that was supposed to be more smooth than that? He wanted me to put in a vote for something. I think it was also Glutton Week. And I'm not. I'm respecting the system, Panda Frogs. I can't just, you know I made up the system, but I'm respecting the system. We can't just pick a week just because I feel like it. That's not how it works. Yeah, he wanted Glutton as well. There we go. And you want extra votes for these things. Got it. So Glutton, Bloating, Pump. Are these in order? Nope. Because of course they're not. Yeah. Right. Right. So should I just go on to Discord like straight away? Why do I ask the question when I'm going to do it? I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm not actually gonna like wait for you to respond. Discord. Weekly topic poll. How you been? What have I missed? I am sorry that I haven't been around. Oh, the corner of the book pinged my nipple just for a second. It felt very strange. Like, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? We might have an upset here. Noise. No way. Lots of votes, but then again, I've been away for a bit, haven't I? So yeah. Wishing. Getting ready for your trip. Didn't you just have a trip like last month? I mean, didn't we just see you in Vegas? Oh wait, that's right. Nah, you wanted to go do this instead. You wanted to go do whatever you wanted instead. 7, yeah. 2, 4. Okay, we might have a tie. Do you know what we have a tie for? You sound kind of bummed about that. Not bloating, no. That was way louder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, I'm just gonna say the results. So here we go. So Builder-Tubbs had 3 votes. Padding Week had no votes. Funnel Week had 3 votes. Pumping Week had 7 votes. Piggy Noise Week had 2 votes. Pipe Week had 4 votes. Bloating Week had 2 votes. Glutton Week had 7 votes. Pup Week had 1 vote. Live Week had 6 votes. Feet Week had 1. Art Week had 2. Balloon/Lunar Week had 1. Leather/Rubber had 3. Advice Week had 1. And Squishing Week had 4. So, it is Pumping Week, so inflation, and Glutton Week at the same time. I could cheat and just say that I am basically inflating myself with Mars milk by drinking a lot of it, which actually sounds really good, especially right now with the acid. It's like I could go do that right now. But I'll make another video. I'll make a pumping video as well as a glutton video. If I have to, it's fine. Plus, it was your birthday. Was it your birthday or is it your birthday? My brain is telling me that it's like it's either now or it was like a day ago or a couple of days ago. But yeah. Right, I should actually just okay. So marking off the weeks that we've done. Right. So if you want to vote for next week, not just you, Panda Fox, but anybody watching on playback, all you got to do is let me know by typing in either and or Builder-Tubbs Week, Padding Week, Funnel Week, Piggy Noise Week, Pipe Week, Bloating Week, Pup Week, Live Week, Feet Week, Art Week, Balloon/Lunar Week, Leather or Rubber Week, Advice Week, or Squishing Week. And I will fix the ticker and everything in just a second. But yeah, random vote. There we go. I always put 1 in. Was right. I was supposed to draw you something, but like I said, I've basically been awake, working, asleep, awake. You know, it's been a weird cycle. It's been a weird cycle. But yeah, anybody can make advance votes. I'm putting this book back up here for safekeeping. Stay. There you go. Just making sure it doesn't fall on me randomly. That's happened only twice ever, so yeah. Let me just fix Discord and then yeah. So what do you think? Should I make 2 separate videos or should I make just 1 combined video? Either with these 2 things happening at once or you know, a big video in which I do both of these things either together or separately. What do you think? Again, brain slightly kind of like it shut down a while ago for sleep. You know, the lights in the brain chip are on a dimmer switch, and it's gradually going down. It's almost out. Okay, I definitely need a new mouse. It keeps double clicking. Oh, sorry, internal burp. Just all acid. I'm gonna have a big drink in just a second. So that one, I can delete that one. Which pumping would it be? Well, I mean, that's not up to me, is it? Although there is something weird going on with a butthole. I know this is like too much information and or is personal. I don't know. But it's kind of like I keep having an itchy butt, you know? And I do keep being just really gassy ever since I was really sick from Vegas, you know, after I came back and was really sick. I've had a weird. My tummy's been weird when it comes to that stuff, I guess. Um, so I might be a bit reticent to try that. Also, again, another TMI thing. Um, it's really hard to do that without help anymore. Like actually getting the tube in is kind of like it's a little bit impossible. It's really hard. Basically, like forcing my arm on my on my undercarriage to do more than wipe myself. It's kind of like it's just I've got like the tip of my finger is the only thing that can really kind of like just make it. It makes it really hard. So I might need some help. I know it's just random fat guy problems. It's like I can't really go around the back because I can get to like, that when you got your butt, and this might just be me because I had like keyhole surgery on my tailbone and stuff. But you got your butt, and then your butt ends, and then sometimes you have like a little notch that's in that's kind of like it's not another butthole. It's just like it's a link collector. It's kind of like it's just an indent before the skin keeps going up, um, like a backwards belly button, but really shallow. It's nothing gross. It's nothing weird. You've seen pictures of my butt, but there's like yeah, there's this like notch there, and my hand when I go back like this can just like touch that. But I wipe myself from the front, and that usually means when I'm on the toilet, I basically like I kind of almost sit on my hand in the toilet, and that's how I force my hand to actually get there to wipe myself. However, actually using getting a tube and stuff to put in there and everything, especially not a rigid tube, is kind of well, like I said, it's a pain. It's annoying because I can't really aim. I can't really get it in the right position. I can. It takes a hell of a lot of effort. So, yeah. I tend to only do that for like extremely high paying videos these days. You know, and they usually don't get shared. So yeah. In that case, let's combine the two. Yeah, but how? What do you mean? Why can't I just do this? Why can't I just do? I couldn't talk and do this at the same time. I found that basically after I had COVID, after the last time I had COVID, my ability to multitask. I know it's a myth that anybody can multitask. You, it's a myth. Do you guys know about this? That it's a myth that people can't multitask, but you can do things on automatic, which isn't really multitasking. You know, because then everything would be multitasking if that was the case. But actually doing two separate tasks at the same time, like two separate individual missions at the same time, is impossible, and people don't usually do this. People say that it's like, right, well, I'm kind of like I'm kind of multitasking when I'm whilst I'm picking up my dry cleaning, I'm also getting lunch. And it's like, no. You are picking up your dry cleaning unless they have a sandwich bar at your dry cleaning place. You don't actually multitask. That's not actually multitasking. You're picking up your dry cleaning and then you're going to get lunch from somewhere else. You're not doing these things simultaneously. That's not multitasking. I hate it when people do this. You know? Right. Discord is back open. You can vote back on Discord now. I am still doing stuff on Discord. Oh, random vote. Piggy noise. I'll put random reaction on piggy noise. Yeah. Toot. I forgot where we were. In the conversation, my brain is completely gone. It's just, I don't know where we were. Circa 10, piggy noise. There we go. So it's pumping week. And glutton week. Okay, I think I already made that joke before, but yeah. Right. Honestly, I feel that multitasking thing. Yeah, you basically don't really multitask. You can do things automatically whilst doing a task, but you can't actually multitask. It's actually not possible. They found it. There's been studies on this and stuff like this. I read this paper like a couple of years ago about how people don't actually multitask, and how like what people call multitasking is actually just something else. So it's, in other words, like Um, like, fuck's sake, trying to think of a good example. But all I can think of is somebody who's also read the same paper and is somebody that I was watching the other day. Sometimes I watch the streamer Destiny, and basically he was explaining how there's a lot that he can do in a video game that is just robotic. It's kind of robotic muscle memory, kind of like not really. He has to put very little thought in it whilst he is talking at the same time, in at length and in detail about a completely other topic, and that's just something that he can do, like just automatically. Your brain can do stuff automatically whilst you are like talking or doing another task, you know. Uh, good example. Teachers do this all the time. They'll be drawing something or writing something completely differently on a chalkboard whilst they are talking or giving a lecture in a class. And that's kind of like, you'd think that's kind of multitasking, when in fact that's not multitasking. That is just something that they've written all of this before a lot, you know. So they know, they will robotically, their body will robotically muscle memory, like write this stuff all the fucking time, and they can talk and even pay attention to the class behind them whilst they're doing this. I had a really good, I want to say science teacher, but I think it was the math teacher. I think of this memory as being corrupted. um, no, no, it wasn't. It was actually um, it was computer science. It was IT, information technology teacher. Um, he was kind of cute, big, kind of Canadian guy. Had a broken voice. Like he was like really, really tall, very, very blobby. Body wise, kind of like always wore these. I always remember him because he wore braces, suspenders, whatever you want to call them. And all of his clothes were like super baggy. So it's kind of like he was a really fat guy, but he lost a bunch of weight, but he just looked very blobby, and his voice was broken somehow. You know, he had a very wheezy, waspy voice, but he wasn't like old. So I don't understand. Yeah. Anyway, he was Canadian, and he could basically like not look at the whiteboard, and he would be talking to us, but he would be like drawing stuff and like drawing like pie charts behind him. And it was like, how are you doing this without looking at it? Because it didn't look great, but like, we all got the information. So what the fuck? I never understood that. Um, but yeah, it's because, well, yeah, I do understand that now. It's because basically multitasking doesn't exist. It's just that you can do stuff robotically, methodically, automatically. Everyone does this. Everyone does this. Every time you're walking and talking at the same time, you're doing this. Because your body knows how to walk. You know the general direction that you're going in. You know the yeah. Everyone can do this. Hey, Itchy. Okay, yeah. So on here. So it's pumping week. Oh my god! Every time I do like an inner burp, it's just acidy and gross. It's not cool, you guys. Pumping week and glutton week. So you want me to do this at the same time? Okay, like, can you elaborate? Because I did give you an example of so one big video, but am I doing one then the other, or am I doing both at the same time? You know? I don't know why, but my extra chin feels firm. very distracting. Right. There we go. Sorted. You said the milk will basically pump you up. Well, that's true. And I'm stretching the glutton week because that is technically not food, but I'm still counting it. It does say on the bottle that it's like it shouldn't be used as a meal replacement, but you can use it as a meal replacement milkshake kind of thing. So it's technically a liquid meal, I guess. I'm trying to think of like it could be the thing that washes down something, but I don't really want to use donuts because that drink is already got like sugar in it. So I just think that would be too sugary, you know? It would taste fantastic, but it would be too sugary, I guess. Itchy, I got a bunch of Mars milk. It's so good. I might have to take my time with it as well. I'm just like, because I could just chug that and everything, but Mars milk is delicious. So I do kind of want like every gulp to just be like, yeah. I would have done that. Even if we said that we would do it with the, do it with the funnel, I would still do the same thing. I basically would just drink it very slowly from the funnel. It's really yummy. Hopefully I'm going to get some more of that before my week alone. Because, like I said, David isn't going to be here. I will have at least... I have got like one friend coming, so that's cool. At least it's a maybe on like another friend coming, so that's cool. I have a friend in Manchester who said that he was going to come see me like next week, the week after next, and I said, well, I got the house to myself. So if you want to come and maybe even film something, then yeah. So I might have some. I know I said the word gulp. I could hear the squeaking. I could hear it in the distance. I could. Itchy, do you have any like input into this video idea? I didn't get anything for Panafox for his birthday, so I'm basically like letting him. I'm letting him direct me, or at least like do most of the input for this video. Although to be fair, that does happen. But yeah, it's pumping week and it's glowing week. So I've got a bunch of Mars milk. That's kind of going to be the thing. It's going to be the main thing. That is like the large amount of food, technically, that I'm going to be eating / drinking. But I'm willing to kind of like, I'm open to ideas on how this is filmed. I haven't done my new harness yet in a video. We did do that one video in Vegas with the harness, but it didn't really show it off that much because it was kind of like continuously being pulled by my back. So you couldn't really see the shoulder straps so much. You're already excited? Well, that's great input, Itchy. Thank you so much. Why don't you come over here and help me film stuff? Why don't you just do that? You too, Panfrox. What gives? You only got to get around half a planet. It's not that big of a deal. I went to Vegas. So you want me to wear the harness? Mm. Yeah. Sorry, I was remembering the that particular video shooting with you in Vegas. It was fun, even if I did like scare myself with the whole nose bleeding thing afterwards. Do you not want a belly rub and belly salute before you go? Also, why is he calling me food? I call him food. My brain was like, select, it has a random food selector for nicknames that I give him sometimes, and it's just random food. It's just random names of food, different foods. But for some reason, parsnip. It's like I don't like that food, and also he's not a vegetable. I mean, sometimes he is, but yeah. Did he already go? Did he already leave? Rude. Did everybody leave? Thanks, brain. So I did the food randomizer went round again, and it was like cake. Just like, could you be more specific? I mean, so I do call it muffin a lot. I don't think he notices. I mainly call him nothing, muffin, nothing. I mainly call him muffin because of the whole, the muffin song. It's muffin time. It's yeah. Somebody eat me. It's totally his anthem. Oh my god, you guys. That's cute. Yeah. I don't want to cause like internal drama for his brain in case he watches this back. But yeah, he keeps pissing me off. And again, it's not because of the reason why you think. He pisses me off because he's not fucking here. Because he's too far away for me to attack him. Attack him. I don't want to get like randomly like cancelled. Oh, fuck off. I don't want to get randomly cancelled or anything. When I say like I do this to Damon, I basically attack people. This does sound very, very cancelable. This does sound very, very kind of like non-consensual. No. The people that I love get attacked, and it's mainly like they get jumped on. I like it's the doggy in me. Like if I love somebody and I I have the opportunity, I will attack hug. Attack hug. Still sounds bad. You know, randomly bear hug, like randomly like grab their arm or something. Still sounds bad. God damn it. It's very sweet, you guys. But yeah, especially if they randomly message me something sweet, you know. Damon will do that. He'll send me a message about something normal, and then he'll just add "love you," and then I'll have to get up out of my office, and then I'll go into the house, and then and then I will attack him, you know, by like jumping on him and kind of like you know, licking him and stuff. Yeah, I'm a dog. It's a thing. It's a dog thing. Can't help it. Oh my god. Sorry, just something that somebody said. Something that somebody said at Bear Bash. That was kind of like I've only just realised. It's like, oh, they were pointing out the dog like that's a dog like tendency. Jesus. Basically, I was talking to somebody about like well, no, they witnessed me jump and hug Damon because I hadn't seen him. And I was explaining to them that it's like, well, yeah, I haven't seen him for a while, you know. And then I was explaining to them that I hadn't seen him for a while, and that like sometimes, especially you know, if somebody basically isn't answering their messages because he didn't answer my messages because his phone was being stupid or something, there was a legitimate reason. I checked. Um, but he wasn't answering my messages, and we were separated at Bear Bash, and when we finally met each other, it was kind of like a big reunion, and it was kind of like so much drama, especially in my brain, and that there was this thing that if people do that to me, that I get overly worried about them, and I just assume that I'm never going to speak to them again. I know this is like it's completely irrational and stuff, and my brain does fix this. You know, it does at least try to tell myself. I do try to at least tell myself that there's probably just a completely rational explanation for this. It's not the worst thing in the world. You know that isn't the worst situation in the world. That is the actual situation that's playing in my brain. It's not that at all. It's probably just because their phone's being stupid or something, right? And yeah, so sometimes I will be very kind of overly affectionate to them when I see them again. And they were like, oh, right, okay. It's kind of like what you were talking about before. And then they immediately started on another conversation, a different conversation with Damon. So I basically I didn't register it, you know, but it's like, that's a dog thing. That's what he was talking about. That is a dog thing. It's another thing on the list of dog tendencies, dog 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 traits that I've got. Is that, you know, dogs, they are intelligent animals, but they don't have the best object permanence, you know, meaning that if a thing disappears in front of their eyes by just being covered up or something, they think that it's gone and they're never going to see it again. Sometimes, you know, I mean, it's like it happens with anybody that's owned a dog. will know that when you leave them alone, when you go to work or something, or you go to school or something, uh, that like the dog will try to follow you, and then when you come home, they will treat you as if they've never seen, that they never thought that you were coming back and stuff like that, because they don't know if you're coming back or not. And it's like, oh my god, that just clicked in my brain. It's like, that is definitely a dog-like tendency, and that's what we were talking about before, and that's what he was meaning. I'm only a week late. Am I still talking? I'm trying to stay here for at least an hour. I was trying to be quick, but this isn't gonna let up. Until I have more fizzy drink. I'm gonna have some more fizzy drink after I have a little play on the computer, and then yeah, and then I'm gonna go to bed. I think I can actually go to bed then. If my acidiness doesn't subside by then, I'm going to prop myself up, sitting up in the bed, and just chug a bunch of milk. If you're sleepy, I told you I was sleepy from the start. But I can't lay down yet, especially if I'm feeling this acidity. And I can't really have a nap in here. Kind of want to, but I can't have a nap in here. Oh, it's a fly. Oh my god. For a second, it looked like a really. There was a wasp in here in the middle of the night, in the middle of the morning night. In the middle of the morning night. Weird. But yeah, there was a wasp in here. It was just random. Like I hear a buzzing noise at like 1:30 a.m. and I'm like, what the fuck? And it was just like hovering around the strip light. What the fuck? But yeah, it was terrifying and annoying because this is a very small space, and it's just above my head. There's a stingy insect thing hovering around my head. Uncool. But yeah, the second that first light happened, because it was buzzing around, and then it had like one or two of these big bursts of buzzing, and then it would land, and then it would stay there for ages, and then it would just randomly buzz away again. But the second that first light happened, I opened the door, and it just went straight out. But I was like, how did it wake up? I don't understand where this thing came from. A big queen wasp. She was huge. Yeah. I don't know if my bugs are back yet. So annoying. Right. Anything anybody want to talk to me about? Panda Fox, are you okay with me wearing just my harness? I kind of want to wear the pig hood again for a video. It doesn't have to be this video. I'm just saying, like, I kind of miss the pig hood. I put it on to demonstrate. I was outside on a Monday, outside of the event pub, the event bar for Bear Bash, and I put the hood on because I was showing a friend the hood and how easy it is to get on and stuff. And it felt really good, and I would like to do that for a video at some stage, but I just don't know which one. Pig hood is cool too. Well, the thing about the pig hood for like a glutton video is that I did have objections, brain loading objections. You know, you can't see me drink the actual product. You can see it go into the snout, but yeah. Especially if I use the funnel. I can use the funnel. We'll brainstorm some details about this, like, hopefully, when I come back either tomorrow or the next day. Because, hopefully, this fiasco with my sleep, this experiment, and this keeping me awake has actually, like, fixed it now, maybe. I'm still going to be drinking it really slowly because I want to really taste every single gulp of that stuff. It's so good. Mars milk is awesome. But yeah, we got two 1 liter bottles, and then I got like 3 or 4 smaller bottles of Mars milk. It's really yummy. 2 Coca-Cola bottle-sized bottles of Mars milk. So yeah. Okie dokie. I'll still do another live stream to confirm this before, because I want to see if I can get more Mars milk. You know, over the next couple of days, over this week, and then I will film it. But yeah, the new harness is really cool. I really do want to show that off. But yeah. Anyway. Belly rubs. It might just be because I haven't been on camera for a while, but it does seem to be. My tummy does seem to be puffier. I swear it used to fit in the frame when I stood like this. It just seems to be a lot more down here. Weird. Double belly salute. But yeah. It looks real bigger. I don't know. I need a side-by-side comparison. On the website, nice sometimes. It's basically like a smoke out webcam website thing. But on that website, sometimes when I live stream there, I do notice it a little bit more. But I think it might just be my imagination. But I mean, you said it looks real bigger, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that's what that weird dream was about. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back someday soon. Either tomorrow or the next day. And keep you updated on if I get more Mars milk. If I don't get it by like 2 days' time, if I don't get more Mars milk by 2 days' time, I will just film it. So yeah. Okay. That's it. See you then, I guess. Toodles.